Apparently you can't even see me right now. I feel like the camera should be brighter on this phone. It's an iPhone 12. Anyway, hello there. I'm here to see Eternals at Cineworld. I'm looking forward to it. The trailers didn't hype me up for it, honestly, so I'm not sure what to expect. And the reviews have come out since then. It's the lowest rated MCU movie in Rotten Tomatoes. Got some negative reviews. People hate it, people dislike it. But also, people love it as well. It seems to be quite divided. So, we'll see what I think of it. The cast is good, but the trailers didn't hype me up. Hopefully, the movie does. Shang-Chi and Guardians, first one, were two movies that I was not excited about at all because they were new things that didn't seem that good. Then when I saw the movie, I loved them. So, we'll see about Eternals. To be fair, I didn't love Shang-Chi, but I did enjoy it a lot. And the trailers didn't hype me at all. Like, I wasn't hyped about the trailers, so I enjoyed Shang-Chi. Guardians, the first one back in 2014. Didn't like the trailers, loved the movie, so never judge a movie on its trailers. Never. And also never on reviews either, anyway. We'll see. I'm not hyped about this one, though. I'm not hyped. I'm worried about it. I hope I like it. I do like the cast, though, at least. IMAX. The best way to see it. Forced your boy had to go and get this as well. Right, Eternals. So I knew it had mixed reviews going in review. I can't say words anymore. I knew it had mixed reviews going into it, and after watching it, I can see why. I can see why people would like it, but I can also see why they would not like it. There's people who hate it, people who love it. There's opinions all over the spectrum. It does seem more negative than positive, but you know, it depends on which, you know, channels and which reviewers you look at, to be honest. But there's plenty of positive reviewers on this and negative ones too. And both are fine, you know, opinions are opinions. Every movie has people who doesn't like it. That's just how it is, and that's great. If we all thought the same, it'd be quite boring. I know that's something that's been said all the time, but it's true. If we all thought the same about movies, then that'd be quite boring. What do I think of it though? It was all right. Yeah, that's my takeaway. It was all right. This movie was 2 hours 36 minutes long, and I feel like that runtime is fine, but you gotta justify it, and I don't feel they justified the movie being that long. I feel like they could have cut off maybe half an hour. In fact, actually, they could have kept the same length, but developed characters better. That's the thing, right? There's a few characters that die. I'm not gonna say who, but the first character that dies in the movie, they die before you even know who they are. I mean, you kind of know who they are, but you don't. But this movie like goes back and forth between the past and the present, like the teaser in the trailer, like you see them in the past, back ages ago in civilization, early human civilization, and you also see them in modern day as well. It goes back and forth. And one character that dies, you learn more about them after their death than before their death. And when they die, people are upset about it. People are crying not in the cinema. I mean, like in the movie. The movie characters are upset about it because it's a character that they loved. But to you, the audience, you don't feel it. You don't feel that emotion because you haven't really been introduced to this character yet. So that part it didn't frustrate me, but I was just like, I'm meant to feel upset here with the music and everything, but I don't know who this person is. So should I feel upset? There's a few twists. There's kind of a Game of Thrones reunion with Kit Harington and Richard Madden as well, which is quite cool. But Richard Madden and also the young lady with the red hair, I can't remember her actress's name, but she's called Sprite after the fizzy drink. But yeah, Sprite and Icarus. There's a twist with both of them. I'm not going to say what the twist is, but there's a certain twist with what happens to them, what their purpose is in the movie. And one of the twists, I kind of guessed it was coming. For some reason, I kind of caught something in my head. I'm just like, this person isn't, this person has something up their sleeve. I can tell they're hiding something. And the other character definitely surprised me because it's like Game of Thrones, actually. It's like Daenerys turning in the second last episode of Game of Thrones, which ruined the show. That came out of nowhere. They didn't build up to that. They didn't build up to her being evil, but they just suddenly turned her evil out of nowhere. There's a twist. Now, it's not the same type of twist. It's a different type of twist. I'm just trying to make a comparison, but it's not the same kind of twist anyway. But there's a person in this movie that changes. Not changes, but they reveal a secret. Or not a secret even. they do something that's out of character. Yeah, I think that's the way to put it. And when it happens, I'm just like, the movie hasn't built up to this moment. What motivation do they have to suddenly be like this? To be fair, they did explain it afterwards, but at the time I was just baffled. Like, why is this person suddenly doing this? Like, this has just come out of nowhere. Those are the main negatives. But yeah, look, 2.5 hours long. I expect, especially considering these are new characters in a big franchise that's been around a while, and you make a 2.5 hour movie about them, I expect to be introduced to them more. Yeah, I expect not necessarily an origin story, but I expect more about them. I expect to know more about them. But you don't learn enough about each character. You don't. Some of them you do. Some of them you actually get fledged out storyline, but not all of them. Most of them you don't get. Like, they're there. They're there in the movie, but you don't get enough of a storyline about them, which frustrates me because it's for that length. You'd expect that, but yeah, that Celestial, that big red Celestial from the trailer, he's massive. When you see him in his full form, like, the trailer's nothing compared to what you see him in the movie. The guy is crazy. That is cool. I want to see him again. I want to see him again. Visuals were nice. Visuals were very nice. Acting was fine. And I enjoyed many parts of it. The parts of it that felt a bit tedious and long. The Deviants, interesting twist about them and the Celestials and everything. And I kind of got vibes from Harry Potter and Transformers. I don't know if anyone else is going to think the same as me, but at the start of the movie, there's something involving going through things, and it takes place in London at night. I'm just like, this feels like the start of a Harry Potter movie, the one that starts on a bus driving through London. I got Harry Potter vibes from that night fight scene in London. That's what I'm going to say. And I got Transformers vibes, Unicron related vibes. If you know Transformers, you know, if you watch the Eternals, you probably know what I'm talking about. But let's just say I got Unicron vibes from the final battle of Eternals. The final battle was easily the best fight scene. The other fight scenes were okay. They were just there. Richard Madden's basically Superman, which is because it's not DC, it's Marvel. But, you know, he shoots lasers out his eyes. He flies like Superman. A kid calls him Superman in the movies. Great referencing. Marvel thought, yeah, you know what? Let's make a Superman type character. They all have different powers. Some are more powerful than others. There's a speedster, there's strength, there's different other powers, which is interesting. Some people complain about it being a bit woke. I didn't get that vibe. There has been movies that have pushed an agenda, sure, but it can also be done organically, which is fine. There was a sex scene in this. Apparently, it's the first for Marvel, but there was one in Iron Man as well in the very first movie. You know, it's still a Marvel movie, 12A. It doesn't really show much, but yeah, there is a bit of a scene. But yeah, in terms of the wokeness stuff, there's a gay couple kissing. That's literally just half a second of a scene. You see that couple just living a normal life. You know, it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't affect the story in any way. It's just a man and his family. So I don't, you know, there wasn't really like a woke issue there, because for me, they weren't pushing an agenda. It's just a normal movie scene where there's a couple and one person says goodbye to his partner. I didn't see the issue. That was the only part that was really work. I mean, apparently the speedster, who's also deaf and speaks in sign language, apparently she is a male in the comics. Apart from that, I don't know. But for me, I didn't get that vibe. Also, there's 2 after credit scenes. Honestly, if you don't know much about the comics involving the characters in these scenes, you're not going to really get it. But you are going to recognize someone. There's someone in the first after credit scene. So there's the initial credits roll after movie ends, and then you get your animations and everything, the main cast, then the first after credit scene, then rest of the credits, then at the end another after credit scene. The first one, I mean, both of those after credit scenes involve characters that were in Eternals. Usually they tease other movies. In this one, I don't feel that they did tease other movies. They just continued on from the current movie. They just things that happened with certain characters after the events of the movie itself. The first one, they introduced 2 new characters. One of them is played by an actor who a lot of people know. I'm just going to put it that way. But it's not like a big name actor, but it's a big name person who has made their name outside of acting. No, not a YouTuber, but something that's not acting. And they've made their name, and they've recently been in more movies. So that was an interesting scene. And the second scene was more interesting to me. I didn't know about it, to be honest, comic-wise. But I heard about this character in a video a few days ago. So they teased a character who was in the Eternals movie, but he's actually someone else, someone we don't know. It was quite an interesting tease, and I hope to see that. I am assuming it's a Disney Plus TV show, because why else? What else would they do with it? But there's something exciting if you do know the character. I don't know him myself, but I saw a video about this character in a video. So seeing a tease of that is quite interesting to me. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Eternals. I don't like it that much, honestly. I don't plan on rewatching it in the cinema. I don't hate it either. There are some good things about it, some bad things about it. But my main issue is the fact that the movie is 2.5 hours long, 156 minutes to be exact. It needed more depth to the characters. The characters didn't get fully fledged out enough. We didn't get to know the characters enough. That's my main issue with this movie. But literally, I got the same feeling that I got after watching the trailers. It doesn't hype me up or anything, but it's interesting, and it was okay. But if I was to rate it, 6.5 out of 10, which is not a great rating, but I can't really give it higher because I didn't love it. I just enjoyed parts of it. But the characters were good, and there are certainly some characters there that I'm interested in seeing what happens with them, especially the big red celestial. Oh boy. And also Gemma Chan's character. I want to know what happens to her. So I'm going to end this part of the vlog here. There is a bigger vlog on my personal channel, Sir Davidoff. If you want to see that, come along. All right, this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.
I should go, no, I don't wanna let you down.